everyone, mercerchristina here. Yes, I finally have the courage to show my face on YouTube. I've worked my way up with the confidence. Honestly, I'm more of an Instagram person. Just, take a picture, chuck it on there, and there you go. I want to talk about weddings with you. And I've been thinking a lot about it because recently, my cousin recently got engaged. And my work colleague is about to get married and a few other people have eloped. So I thought I might as well give you some tips. Got a gorgeous photo of me and my husband. I just put this closer. Not used to this whole thing. And basically we have been married for 4.5 years. We're together. 9 years nearly in total together. And planning a wedding is a most exciting, the most beautiful process, yet it can be very stressful. Especially if you don't have a budget. The last thing you want to do is just spend more than what you need. So I'm going to give you some tips to how you can save that extra money. Firstly, ladies, when it comes to wedding dress, opt to get them made. At least you can get what you want as opposed to going into a wedding shop, having a salesperson try to bribe you into a dress that you just don't feel comfortable in. Especially if you want to feel like you're a princess. I've had that situation happen to me. I went into a wedding store, I think it was in Cheltenham back in the time, in Melbourne, Victoria, and I put on this dress. It was strapless, a few teasers on it, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, this is crap, and a woman just looked at me, oh, this dress is beautiful, you should buy it. I just sat there standing there going, no. I just opted for the design and just walked out of there. I found my perfect dress in a store that was closing down. It was cheap, but it was gorgeous. It had like strapless with pearls on it. I felt like a princess and it was perfect for me. And plus I spent half of the price for the dress. If you want to look for sales too, that is an option as well. But it depends on what you personally want. If you're looking for a design, get it made. Look into a dressmaker. And the same goes with bridesmaid dresses as well because they are double the price compared to making them made. They're about $300 average per dress. And plus, if you're looking for a certain colour or certain cut, you can get it made and request for it to be done. And it's more bang for your buck, honestly. And see, even at the time, when you looked around for cars and just some other essentials for the wedding, with the cars, it's better just to get 3 individual cars as opposed to a limousine, because for the price of a limousine, you might as well get 3 cars for it. So that's what we did. It saved us quite a bit of money, maybe about $200 extra when you look for cars individually as opposed to one big car. I mean, for a standpoint of view, just to have this big Hummer coming in, woof, everyone would be looking at you going, hey, that's an awesome way to enter a wedding. But if you want to save the cash, we got Mercedes. I mean, it was pretty nice. I have a dream Mercedes, so why not? I got my dream car to go into. Another thing to consider is reception. You don't want to go into a reception that is too expensive. Vice versa, if you go to a reception and pick it for a Saturday night, it's going to be more money that you need to fork out as opposed to doing a wedding on a Sunday, let alone a Friday. Or even cheaper, middle of the week, because no one does receptions there. So you get to save more money for a reception that you prefer to go into. We did ours at mercerchristina in Melbourne, Victoria, near Chadstone, and it was stunning. We did it on a Sunday, so it meant that not only we got cost per person per head, but we got a few extra goodies in there as well, like a fruit platter to give to each guest of the table. And plus we were able to go in and try food that we wanted to have at the wedding at a little event that they held, as opposed to some receptions where you go to the corner of a wedding and just try the food. And why would you want to go to a wedding that you don't know the person to? Let's be honest here, it's a bit awkward. Another thing to really consider with weddings is just to make sure you do have a budget, because at least that way you know exactly how much you're planning to spend. And if it's under your budget, bonus. It means you get to save that money and just go on a honeymoon, or just save it for when you move in together or purchase a house, depending on your situation. We got married in a church because of the fact that being Greek, we needed to get the marriage recognized in an Orthodox religion, but let's not go into too much into religion. If you prefer church, they're okay when it comes to pricing, maybe about $400-500, easy. But if you're wanting to do something in the garden and that, just make sure you do your research and find something convenient for you. Even if it's not the most spectacular of gardens, but it's nice and pretty close to your home, why not? Just do it. And just look into some hiring costs when it comes to hiring for the seeds, relevant. If you want it really cheap, go to registry office, $200. There you go. Wedding in, wedding out. That is pretty simple. Another thing to consider when it comes to weddings, it's basically decorations and that. If you're wanting to have a bit of decorations and have it nice and tizzy, make sure you do your research and find something, or better yet, do your own. I went to a wedding about last year where the girl was looking for these bottles just to put flowers in it and have it on walls all over the reception, which turned out to be absolutely pretty. She asked a doctor to see if she had those particular bottles, which she ended up doing, and gave them to her for free. So it was pretty easy, and plus you get to put your own little extra touch to it without having to spend a lot of money into the decorations, because it can be pricey, especially if you want those chandeliers in the middle of the table, like the Del Monte ones. They can be expensive, let's be honest. You'd rather save the money and just use what the reception offers to you. Another thing is, if you wanted to do a catering type of wedding, like a picnic or something outside, do your research. Find the best value. Maybe you can try and negotiate for the person to beat the price of another competitor. There's nothing wrong with trying to make sure you do have your savings. Finally, being in Australia, to go to a place like Queensland, for example, or Hamptons, it's expensive because of the fact that it's a 5-star resort kind of area that you go to and just relax, and it's quite pricey. You're better off saving your money and going overseas. We went to Thailand for the same amount of money that we went to Thailand with, and I'm talking accommodation and flights and time that we were there. When we looked at the Hamptons as an option, it was about the same price. At least it's out of the country and we experienced a different culture, and it was really, really relaxing. Honestly, I do recommend Thailand to go to as a honeymoon location. It's really pretty. But it's up to you to what your preferred wedding you decide. These are just some of the tips I have. If you want more, or even my own experience on a wedding day, me and my husband's, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, please. Please subscribe to my channel. I am also on Instagram, as you all know. I wanted to try this whole new thing of going onto YouTube. So I hope you're liking it. This is practically I'm not sure how many videos I've made so far. It depends when this is uploaded. But I hope you're enjoying seeing me. And for me to be very honest with you, as you know, I am quite a random person on my Instagram and love my food. But hey, I'd rather just try this new medium and try and make videos. Let me know how it goes. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next video.